Good morning, students. I am HP Shrimal, Assistant Professor of English, Government College, Manglana. How are you? I hope you are all doing well. In the last class, we have read about Elegy, its origin, definition, types, etc. Today, we are going to take up the next topic, that is pastoral elegy. What is a pastoral elegy? You all understand the meaning of the word pastoral. It comes from the word pasture, that denotes grassland, countryside, etc. The simple definition of a pastoral elegy is that an elegy in which the poet assumes himself to be a shepherd, bewailing the loss of a fellow shepherd. That is to say, the speaker is a shepherd, and the person who has died is also a shepherd. In other words, the poet laments the death of his friend who is believed to be a shepherd. Such an elegy is known as a pastoral elegy. I repeat the definition. A pastoral elegy is an elegy in which the poet assumes himself to be a shepherd, bewailing the loss of a fellow shepherd. Is that clear? Now we come. A pastoral elegy has certain characteristics, and these characteristics are usually followed by all the writers of pastoral elegy. The first of them is that a pastoral elegy always begins with an invocation to the muses. That is to say, there must be an invocation to the muses in a pastoral elegy. The second thing is that since it laments the death of a shepherd, and a shepherd is a familiar face in nature, and therefore, when the shepherd dies, the whole nature joins in mourning, bewailing, lamentation. The second characteristic is that nature joins in mourning or lamentation of the shepherd. Have you got the point? The third thing is that we all are protected, or we all are defended by some invisible spirits in nature. And if something bad happens with us, it simply means the negligence of the guardian spirits. And therefore, when the shepherd dies, the poet accuses the guardian spirits of negligence. This is the third characteristic. I repeat, the first characteristic is that the speaker begins with invocation to the muses. Number two, nature joins in mourning or lamentation. Number three, the poet or the speaker accuses the guardian spirits of negligence. And the fourth thing is that there is a procession of mourners. One by one, several persons come and mourn the death of the deceased shepherd. Have you got the point? Number five, the poet compares and contrasts the fate of the dead shepherd with the persons who are flourishing in this world. That is, he compares the fate of a genuine person, a good person, a noble soul, with the fate of those who are corrupt and who are flourishing in this world. Have you got the point? This may be called a digression because he deviates from the subject matter, and he reflects on the nature of fact or fortune. This is the fifth characteristic. Now the sixth characteristic is that the poet describes different types of flowers that are brought there to decorate the hearse of the besieged shepherd. It means there must be a description of a variety of flowers. The seventh characteristic is that towards the end of an elegy, or rather a pastoral elegy, the speaker derives some consolation. He believes that the departed soul compensated has been compensated by Almighty God. There must be some sort of consolation in a pastoral elegy. These are seven characteristics that must be observed in a pastoral elegy. I repeat. Number one, the poet invokes the muses. Number two, all nature joins in mourning. Number three, the poet or the speaker. The poet or the speaker accuses the guardian spirits of negligence. Number four, there is a procession of mourners. Number five, the poet reflects on the nature of fate or fortune. It may be called a digression. Number six, there is description of a variety of flowers. Number seven, the poet derives some sort of consolation towards the end of a pastoral elegy. Dear students, in grade 1 exam, this question was on the examination paper, which is not a characteristic of a pastoral elegy. And if such a question is asked in your exam or in a competitive exams that you might take in future, then you must understand, or it must be born in your mind, that these seven characteristics must be there in a post-Renaissance pastoral elegy. Was that clear? Now we come to the next thing. What is the history of such pastoral elegies? The first pastoral elegy in English was written by, the first pastoral elegy in English was written by Edmund Spenser on the date of Philip Sidney, that is Pastoral. This was the Pastoral is supposed to be the first pastoral elegy, and it was written by Edmund Spenser on the date of Philip Sidney. This is not the first elegy in English. This is the first pastoral elegy in English. Then the question is there, which is the first elegy in English? Robert Henderson's Robin and Mockin. I repeat, Robert Henderson's Robin and Mockin is supposed to be the first elegy in English. Is that clear? You must remember two things: which is the first elegy in English and which is the first pastoral elegy in English. Now then, the famous pastoral elegies in English. After Edmund Spenser, we come to John Milton. John Milton wrote a pastoral elegy, that is Lycidas, in 1637. It was written on the date of Edward King, a fellow student. This is supposed to be the greatest pastoral elegy in English literature. Have you got the point? Then in the Romantic age, we find that Shelley wrote a pastoral elegy, Adonis, on the date of John Keats. This is a pastoral elegy, and this is also one of the greatest pastoral elegies in the whole range of the English literature. Then we come to the next stage, that is the Victorian age, and in the Victorian age, Matthew Arnold wrote a pastoral elegy, that is Tharsis, on the date of his friend, that is Arthur Hugh Clough, A.H. Clough. These are the greatest pastoral elegies in English. Number one, the first one, that is Edmund Spenser's Astrophel on the date of Philip Sidney. Number two, Milton's Lycidas on the date of Edward King. Number three, P.B. Shelley's Adonis on the date of John Keats. Number four, Matthew Arnold's thesis on the death of, that is, A.H. Clough, Arthur Hugh Clough. Uh, in the category of other elegies, we include Tennyson's In Memoriam, that was written on the death of A.H. Hallam, that is Arthur Hallam. Then there is, Thomas Gree's Elegy written in a country churchyard. This is supposed to be one of the greatest elegies in the whole range of the English literature. Elegy written in a country churchyard by Thomas Gray. Thomas Gray was, a new classical poet, and he wrote this elegy to lament or to mourn the death of all the forefathers of the villagers, rustic villagers. This was not written on the death of a particular person, but this elegy was written to commemorate the death of all the forefathers of rustic villagers. Have you got the point? This is all about an elegy. You must understand what is a pastoral elegy, what is a pastoral elegy, what are the salient characteristics of a pastoral elegy, which was the first elegy in English literature, which was the first pastoral elegy in English literature, which are the greatest pastoral elegies in English literature. Have you got the point? This is all about elegy today. We will take up the next topic in the next class. I hope you are enjoying these classes. Stay connected.